we stopped the Speedy Show like in 2010.
Wow.
So if you started right after that.
It wasn't right after. It was after I was, you miss it so much. And I just was like, I always watched how people set things up. Like I see how Dash got this set up.
Yeah.
And the location is dope. And they got it set up. So I just wanted to set up my own thing.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like, man, I need to take advantage of this stuff on my own.
Yeah.
Not like it's nothing wrong with doing something with a vehicle like this, because it comes with a following as well. But I wanted to create my own following. So I actually think now I can start doing shows off my 5150.
Brother.
Man.
You have no, look, first of all, you have no idea. Let me tell you, I just start developing my YouTube in January, okay? Before that, when I'm just on IG or Facebook, I can't tell you how many comments that I read where people like, hey man, hey, this is funny. You need to get with Corey, get on that 5150 show. Like so many comments. Just your fans from your show are worldwide. And I'm gonna tell you something else. When you look at your YouTube numbers for your show is like an hour and a half, 2 hours ranging. You have people engaged. I'm talking about in the hundreds of thousands that rock with your show. And YouTube people are real. Like they're gonna come out and see whatever you're doing.
It helps me eat around the world.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I travel and there's so many 5150 people there. But I tried to set it up where we have like a reunion show. I called Tangerine before and I tried to set it up. It's just we never followed through. But I hope one day, you know what I'm saying, y'all come on my show.
That would be fun.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm so scared to come on your show, man. Because here's the thing: like Corey is literally my big brother, but your guests and your fans are so hard. I'm like, man, I don't want to say the wrong shit. Wow. I don't know. What can I not say? What can I say?
You got it.
Just a whole bunch of the people who sit around and smoke and drink around the house. And it feel good to, like when you're on the corner, you signify.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they get to signify. Ain't nobody mean nothing by that. You know what I mean? So I remember Zoe, who was on my show.
Yeah.
At first, he used to get kind of mad, but I was like, Zoe, you don't know them people?
Yeah, Zoe has a quick temper.
I was like, Zoe, them people don't know you. They saying something to get a reaction.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So when somebody don't know you, because I said something on Zoe's show the other day, and there was a whole bunch of people talking crazy about, how you married and you say this type of stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't even know my situation. Yeah. I think you want me to react to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But no, it's set up for you to react to me.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
That brings me to my next point, man. It's like, to die, and I want you to go after me, Tange. When it comes to your stand-up and your voice, man, like I'm talking about, I've been watching since the original Def Comedy Jam, and I bring it up for a reason. Original Def Comedy Jam, you were still hints of Corey, like you're a hint of who you are now, but it wasn't until it clicked a couple years later. My question is, what happened that made you click to, all right, look, this is me. I'm not doing no shit that y'all want me to do. I'm doing what I need y'all to see from me. What was that moment that clicked for you?
Well, to be honest, in my life, it's only a couple of things that I'm really embarrassed about. Like, a handful of things. And I'm like, it's not worth it for me to front with my act where I'm scared to talk about what it really is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In fact, what I have found, when you talk about what it really is, people don't have nowhere to go with it.
That's true.
If somebody knows that they can get under your skin by saying something, they'll do it. Yeah. They'll do it. Just because human nature sometimes makes you want to poke at people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with me, it's not really much because I'm a loner. Nobody really knows me anyway. So, I'm saying, it's like, I don't care what somebody says about me.
Yeah.
I can handle it. So I just was like, man, I'm finna start speaking on it in my act because it's only one me.
Yeah.
Can't nobody do me like me. I've seen me imitate it.
You are so
funny.
imitated, dude.
Right, but nobody can do it like me. It's this comic in New York. His name's Freddie Riggs. And when you go to New York, you see a whole bunch of comics doing these voices and all this stuff like that. And you're like, oh, okay. But then when you see Freddie Riggs, you know where they got it from. You're like, that's who they acting like. They acting like that dude right there.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, I sort of feel like that when people haven't seen me and then, you know what I'm saying, they see variations of what I do.
Ooh.
It always shows up because I'm really talking about me.
You have I used to always say this about like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, especially Richard Pryor. They have so many comedy children, meaning there are so many people who have taken their style and ran with it and done them. You have this distinct thing in your voice where you'll deliver something, you like, yeah, I told the bitch. Like when you say that, and I see so many comedians build an act off that, and like they take the essence of it. I'm like, no matter what, like you can make a couple dollars off that, but you can't take from the source because the source is always ever growing.
Well, there's a comic, and he's a comic who's in a lot of controversy, and I feel like he got a real a slick way about himself. His name is TK Kirkland.
T to the MFK.
T to the motherfucking K. I watched TK Kirkland perform, and he was one of the people that inspired me.
Wow.
To say what the fuck is really on your mind, because I saw him using the word bitch on stage when I was a young comic. And I was like, wait, you can say that? You can say it like that? Because it was working for him. So I never watched his act and start trying to act like him, but I was inspired by him when I saw him say stuff that you are taught you're not supposed to say. There is no you're not supposed to say nothing. You say whatever you want to say. I say stuff about people who are gay. I say stuff about whatever, but I tell you what, if you meet me, you'll see I'm not no bully.
Right.
I don't prey on the weak or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So all
The
this
weak
stuff,
bitches.
Well, weak bitches put themselves out there to be preyed on, and I am a witness to that. I can show Burlington Coat Factory receipts that weak bitches will go for little to nothing. You know what I mean? So that's them. But
Tangerine.
It's no cutoff in this game. You gotta say what you gotta say to be original, to be really you.
Real talk, real talk. I respect the F out of you, Corey, because I've watched you climb. Because I'm from LA, so I've seen you for years.
When I first moved out here,
yes, I knew you.
The Honda with the Benz thing on.
Yes, I had a Honda with the BMW sticker on the back, and I used to call it the Honda Beamer because I knew one day I'd have a German engineered car like I do. But it was a legend.
That.
Yeah,
Wild.
It was a legend.
Had a Honda with a BMW,
and my license plate said Tangerine, Tanjarn. Yes. It's a legend. It's a legend.
I've never seen a BMW like this. This looked like a Honda.
It was nice though. I had sounds in it. It was always clean. Tank always full.
Yeah.
But I digress. So I've watched you climb, and I've seen the takeover as far as, the 5150 show, you saying what you want to say and still booking TV acting jobs. Like networks are still like, you know what, he's funny. We have to fuck with him. And I'm wondering, you talk to a lot of comedians and they always have, somebody who may have helped them where they are. Now you say TK Kirkland may have inspired you to know that you could say what you really want to say on stage, but is there anybody who like really took you under their wing and kind of showed you the ropes, or anybody that was a mentor to you?
I don't like to leave people out intentionally, but most of the people that did things for me weren't comedians. And unfortunately, it's because there's a competition thing that goes on between people who do the same thing you do. And it's all just a psychological disorder that can be fixed a lot of times after they meet you. Because a lot of times when I meet people and they get a chance to talk to me, they always say, I thought you was this dirtbag or this bad guy and all like that. Yeah. And I laugh at that because I know that has stopped me from booking TV shows and movies. But all of the people who had the courage to meet me, take a meeting with me, it always works out. Like brothers like Tyler Perry, Annette Lee Bowser, Jay Leno. I'm talking about, these are people that I'm like, wow, I'm in their office talking to them.
Yes.
They take a chance, and after they meet me, it's all good.
Because you're a great person.
Incredible.
Well, thank you.
And what you're saying is factual. It's just hard for some people to hear.
Yeah,
but it's not wrong.
Almost everything I booked for television was somebody who was in power at the time. And they just was like, I'm gonna take a chance with this guy because they like the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The comedy is like, it's kind of like, it opens a lot of doors for me. Just what I say on stage, even though there's so many people who try to correct what I say on stage. I don't get mad at them. I laugh at it, really. You know what I'm saying? But all of the connections came from people who wind up having their own show or could take me to a show. This dude took me to Byron Allen thing. Just people up under people. Everything in Los Angeles is a connection.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I don't care what you study, acting, whatever. The people who got on, they got connected. I mean, auditions work sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I know people who book shows through auditions. Then the other dude came in because he was more connected.
Facts. Clayton, you know about that.
Oh, God. I know too well. Speaking of which, when it comes to projects, man, you've been out here. You've already paid your dues in spades. What are some failed projects that you worked on? Like, for example, Tan just brought up this thing. I tested for this. I tested for this show, man. Last year, and I was like, yeah, this is the one. You know, they wine you, they dine you, they're talking about how much they love you, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes down, and then, of course, somebody else gets it, and you're like, damn. But then you go on to shoot other stuff that you're like, oh, this is dope, and then it doesn't come out for whatever reason. What have been some failed projects that you've been a part of that you're like, damn, that didn't come out, man?
Well, one thing I remember the most was when Craig Robinson had a TV show, and I thought I had the thing booked because they was doing the money contract.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Telling me all this stuff. And then they went with Brandon T. Jackson at the last minute. And I'm glad he got it.
Yeah.
Look, bro, I'm glad you got it. I ain't never hating on you. But I do think me and Craig would have made
That would have been hilarious.
a more realistic brother thing.
Yeah, heck yeah. That was